Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Memes of the Week. The best thing you can do for this channel is smash the like button the way that female high school teachers smash their students, so this video reaches a wider audience. Also, before I get on with the memes, first a word from today's sponsor, The Book of Sims.
Author Ronald Roden II takes you on a hilarious and eye-opening journey through history's most notorious cases of love-struck foolishness in his book, The Book of Sims, a biblical guide to love, loss, and learning from the down bad. Available on Amazon. From ancient rulers who crumbled for a pretty face to warriors who traded power for passion, this book reveals the shocking truth. Simping has always been a thing. Some men have lost entire kingdoms just to impress a woman. So how do you know if you might be a simp? Find out when you read The Book of Sims, a biblical guide to love, loss, and learning from the down bad. Available right now on Amazon.
And now on with the memes. Number one, kids today will never know the pain of destroying their thumb and still not knowing the juice that was in their batteries. I remember when these came out and it was a really big deal. The next really big innovation in batteries happened 15 to 20 years ago, when I bought rechargeable Panasonic Antelope batteries. They're still good after 100 charges or more, and I still haven't replaced them yet. Most people have no idea how much money we used to waste on batteries. Up next, Ryan Stone is right when he says that pretty girls love to pretend ugly girls are pretty too, because it's how they bully them. That's why they tell fat girls that they're beautiful in any size. The greatest obstacle for women isn't men or the so-called patriarchy, but it's other women. They tell their fat friends that they're perfect, hoping that they don't lose any weight, which just increases the competition for the top 5% of guys out there. Number 3, this man receives 40 sausage rolls as a reward for working 40 years. Back in the day, they would have given him a gold watch, and they wonder why some adults are going postal. No wonder there's no more loyalty for your employer. Women aren't loyal either, and always looking for a better deal. Countries are also flooding themselves with cheap labor. So why be a loyal citizen to your own country? Plan your escape now. Get a foreign passport, get financially liquid, and leave and let your country sink. Moving on, this woman is upset because her boyfriend was one of Bonnie Blue's 1,000 men in 24 hours. She must be really bad if he decided to screw Bonnie Blue instead of her. Meanwhile, she probably smashed 100 guys before she ever got together with them. But why wasn't he smart enough to wear a mask to hide the shame of sliding into other men's fluids for 40 seconds, risking his health and dignity? He should be ashamed of his simping. Imagine if Bonnie Blue doxed all of these 1,000 men one day. Number 5, this wonderful woman who tortured bunnies for clicks launches a GoFundMe to stop Trump from deporting her. She looks like one of those migrants from Africa that snuck across the border a handful of years ago. But where were all the liberal animal rights people before to arrest her and deport her? Seems like they're more interested in keeping her vote than saving a bunch of helpless animals. Imagine dating or marrying a woman that ends a cute little bunny on the right like that. Imagine what she could do to you. Up next, this woman is complaining, saying that modern dating is exhausting, and didn't think she would be single at 34. All the men lack effort and intention. Translation, I'm dating men out of my league that know that they can get away with being lazy around me and refuse to give me commitments. And some guy named Richard, a simp lord, says that men need to do better. Yeah, good luck shaming chads that have 20 or 30 women in their situationship roster. Number 7, I can't share this enough. Canada brings over 800,000 immigrants in the first quarter of 2025. That's 3.4 million people into the country of only 42 million. In America, people voted to stop the migration, and meanwhile in Canada, boomers and single cat ladies voted for this. Another 4 or 5 years of this, and Canada's population will grow by another 10 to 15 million Gs. If that happens in the next 3 to 4 years, I'm out of here. This is what a great replacement looks like. Moving on is Arnie with the Noir Babe back in 1979. Did she smash? Of course she did. She's a former Playboy money, so it's probably safe to assume that he did. He probably poked her multiple times. Looks like he was practicing his tongue press before taking her down below and letting her do some squats on him. Here's what this woman, Roseanne Canton, looked like without the sunglasses. You know, he probably couldn't help himself, and neither could she. Here she is today, still sort of okay for 71. Number 9, single women own more homes in America than single men do. Sounds like a bad financial decision to me. Houses will be going sideways for the next 10 years with inflation. We're in the process of transitioning from a world of nation-states to one of city-states. Most real estate outside of those city-states will lose most of its value. Besides, the reason that many of those women have those homes is because men are still paying for them in child support and alimony. Up next, what's going on in California? Why is the state slowly turning red? Or at least the rural areas where no one is really living. I think that Art Bell, though, is alive out there somewhere. And these are the results with the Democrats cheating. But California will never be red because it's impossible to turn the coast, and that's where 80% of the people are. Remind me again where the San Andreas Fault is, and which part of the state will eventually fall into the ocean one day. Number 11, Tiffany, Wisconsin here aims to be the next Bonnie Blue. She plans to sleep with 5,000 men this summer and make history in only 24 hours. Turd Flinging Monkey says that soon a woman with less than a triple-digit body count is going to be the new virgin. Looks like Miss Wisconsin here is about to smell like yeast and cheese, just like the state. They'll also only have 5 pumps each before the next guy gets his turn. Women have turned running trains into a competitive Olympic sport. Moving on, The Last of Us lost half of its audience in just one season. When you kill off Joel in the second episode, what do you expect? Plus, they began pushing the woke agenda in every episode, and there's that line where Ellie says that she's gonna be a dad. I watched the full season and I found it sort of boring and lame. But I think that I know the real reason why no one is watching it anymore. Because they ended up casting a potato. Number 13, this African American woman says that one of the reasons she moved to Japan was because Japan is the 9th in safety with zero racism and no crime. But the way Japan is going lately with enrichment and bringing in 3 million foreign workers, she's going to find out pretty soon that nowhere is safe. Also, why are many of the people from unsafe countries or backgrounds obsessed with going someplace safe, and eventually making it unsafe too, instead of fixing their own countries and neighborhoods? Also, the Japanese are racist even with foreign-born Japanese, so she's obviously not that bright. Up next, it might not feel like it if you're living in a place like Canada, but India slips below 2 in its fertility rates. 2.03 to be exact. Oh no. Where will we get our Jeets from? Who's gonna poop in our streets? I suspect the Indians will eventually stop coming to the West once it's too expensive to live here, as well as dirty as India, and lacking career and business opportunities. Number 15, the Democrats' new secret weapon to recruit young conservative men to the left, Olivia Juliana, reached out to 4 fraternities in Texas to speak there, but they all turned her down. It's alright though because she's probably used to frat boys turning her down. But pizza and ice cream will never turn her down. Real men want skinny blondes and don't want to chase lane whales for free pizza. But they should have invited her in for a pie eating contest. Moving on, looks like these 3 boys' mothers all knew each other and turned them trans. What are the odds that they just decided that they were born in the wrong bodies? It's become a full-blown contagion, and any mother encouraging her son to become a girl should be institutionalized, and would have been in the past. Unlike today when we've closed all the asylums. I really hope this is fake, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's real. Number 17 is a comic of a fat woman seeing a Chad rescuing a woman, and she hopes that he rescues her too. But some simp tries to rescue her and she ends up saving him instead. And by the looks of it, she doesn't look all that impressed. Funny how this is in German, but we still all understand what it means. Women all want the same high quality men, and when lower quality men chase them, they aren't too impressed. Up next, here's the look on many guys' faces after someone with double their salary asks them how to screen share their computer screen. My question is why so many boomers are bad at technology. Many I known had 30 years to learn how to email, but they never had the interest for it. From my experience, a lot of boomers believe they're smarter than everyone because they got rich buying houses on leverage, and felt like they didn't actually need to continue learning. Many boomers can also barely handle Indian scam calls too. Plot twist, the boomer that can't screen capture knows how to talk to people and will probably bring in some new big clients. Number 19, the bankrupt Builder.ai group created AI-generated bots, which were later to be revealed as workers in India. At one time, the company was valued at $1.5 billion, before the fraud was discovered. You want to know when all these Indian scams end? When they have all the money. AI doesn't stand for artificial intelligence anymore. It might as well stand for artificial Indian. I remember back when Nigerians got the bad rap for scamming people. I guess they're lucky that Indians are now seen as worse for scams. If anyone can take any job from AI one day, it's going to be the Indians. Moving on, here's the look a woman gets on her face when she looks on her boyfriend's phone to see if he's cheating, and finds screenshots of herself cheating instead. Looks like she was the real victim here, and she can't talk to him about it because then it's obvious she was snooping on his phone. She can't exactly tell him that he violated her privacy when she just did the same. Number 21, Jace says normalize men wearing jewelry, crop tops, painting our nails, and having emotions. This woman probably also wonders where all the real men have gone as she tries to turn men into women. These are the men that are probably already in her friend zone and she wants to meet a feminized Chad, but he doesn't have to resort to these sorts of behaviors to get laid. He can just be himself. How about normalizing women keeping their mouths shut when it comes to things about men? Up next, someone says that at a certain age, men must rid themselves of childish things like video games, toys, stop playing Warhammer, etc. That last one seems very specific. But imagine the outcry if men told women to grow up and stop chasing hot boy chads and just settle for a chud. I suspect it's a woman saying this and she's just jealous that men aren't spending time with her and doing these hobbies instead. As for Warhammer, I just think it's chess on steroids. Number 23, and speaking of bad boys, looks like this one slept with one in a swamp and got a UTI resistant to 3 antibiotics that spread to her kidneys. She's probably lucky that she got out of the swamp to begin with. Who smashes in a swamp with poisonous snakes, wild boars, and water moccasins trying to get you? Then again, maybe she found herself a 7-foot tall swamp creature that wanted to smash her. Moving on, do you guys find women this skinny and attractive? She looks mid, but she could stand to lose a few pounds. Just kidding. If she lost 10 pounds, she'd be too weak to stand, which means she couldn't get away from you. Someone please buy this girl a cheeseburger. Either that or she needs to make herself a sandwich. Also, maybe she's hiding her face because it's made of butter. On the bright side, she doesn't have a bulge, so that's most likely a real woman. Number 25 and the last one, Marvel fans are erupting after the new Black Panther is going to be white. People are going as far as suggesting that it should be Ryan Gosling. If this is true, then I predict he's going to be a mirror universe Black Panther, and he's going to get defeated by a black female Black Pantheress. Race swapping is only okay when you make the white character replacing the black one the bad guy. So that's it for another Memes of the Week. Please give this video a like to push it up in the algorithm, and so new viewers can find it. If you enjoy this series and want me to keep making it, then donate it to PayPal, subscribe star links below. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, and cheers.